In this video, I want to tell you guys how I've purchased 13 properties in 1 year. So starting off the year, in January 2023, I owned 10 properties. I had one serviced accommodation house and I had 9 HMOs. Now I've got 23 properties. Today, I actually completed on my 23rd property. Today is the 19th of December, 2023. So give you a bit of a timeline. In January 2023, I had 10 properties. So in the first 6 months of 2023, I actually got 9 properties. So I was very, very aggressive in the first portion of the year in terms of purchasing. And yeah, now I'm on 23. So it's been quite intense. It's been an intense year. It's been quite stressful at times. But hey, we got there. Also in 2023, I sourced 1 property deal. If you guys follow my journey, then you know I'm not really that keen on property sourcing. I don't do it as like a main income stream. However, I did source 1 property to a friend of mine, Jamel from ALS Properties, because I had an investor JV partner that pulled out last minute. So I just passed that deal on to Jamel, and it's actually an all money out deal plus like 20-30k, I think. So yeah, I was happy with that. Jamel was very happy. So to give you guys a clear picture of my portfolio at the moment, out of the 23 properties, 5 of them are currently being refurbished. They're all at different stages. Some of them are actually finished and they're about to be handed over to social housing providers. But out of the 23, 5 of them are still being refurbed. So 18 of my properties are fully let, which is great. I'm happy with that. And this year, in 2023, I actually hit a big milestone for myself, which I've been trying to achieve for many years. This is my 6th year in property. And this is the year which I achieved a big milestone, which was earning over £10,000 net profit per month from my property portfolio. So that was a big, big milestone for myself. So I'm very, very happy that I've achieved that goal. And then another big success for this year was in May. So on the 10th of May, 2023, I actually teamed up with a good friend of mine, Sean Davis, on something called the High Performance Academy. Now, the reason why this was such a big win is because, to be quite honest with you guys, I was getting a bit bored. I was going through 2023. I didn't really have much going on except for the property portfolio building that I was doing and buying these properties and refurbishing them, etc. So I was a little bit bored, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Started going on quite a few holidays and I just felt like, what else? There must be something else I can do. So yeah, at that point I did team up with Sean, and honestly, it was one of the best things I've done this year, was team up with Sean for the High Performance Academy. So obviously we have a mastermind group with over 100 people in that group. Everyone's really like on it. There's some really powerful property people in that group. And we also provide training and mentorship as well, teach people how to get into social housing, etc. So yeah, that was a massive win. And honestly, just being around Sean a lot, it actually leveled me up in terms of my mindset, my work rate, because Sean's one of the only people I know that's got a very, very high work rate. It kind of matches me in that aspect. So it's been good. It's been really powerful to team up with him on that. So what happened was, he was running High Performance Academy. He founded it about 3 years ago. And then only this year in May, I approached him and I said, look, Sean, I love what you're doing with HPA and I'd love to get involved. And then I just said, look, if we went 50-50 on it, and we're both directors and 50-50 partners, and we just both run it and just grow the business. So that's what we've done. And honestly, very happy with that. And we're looking to just go scale that business up next year as well, try and help as many people as we can. So following from that, in September, myself and Sean actually did a mastermind retreat in Marbella, which was so good. People really said it was life-changing. I thought it was life-changing for me as well. Just to be in such a setting, such a beautiful setting, such as Marbella, in a massive mansion. Everyone just loved it and they got so much value from it. So like, people have came off that retreat and they're now earning over £10,000 per month through strategies such as a rent-to-rent social housing strategy. So we've got some really good results based on that. And because the first one went so well, we're actually doing another one in May, on the 20th of May until the 24th of May, 2024. So early next year, we're going to be doing our second one. So that's exciting. Other things that have happened in 2023, I've actually had 3 different personal assistants. I'm now on my 3rd one for 2023. She's been with me for around 5 months and she's been smashing it. She's doing really, really well. She's settled in nicely to the business. She understands my work ethic, my work rate. One thing with me is whatever I do, I like to do it at a high level. I like to perform, at a very high, fast pace. So finding someone that can really keep up with my energy is quite tough, but she's honestly doing really, really well. So yeah, we've got a big year coming next year. So glad that I've got that kind of side sorted out. So yeah, that's been a very big positive thing in my life this year. Also, another great win for this year has been the sourcing side, because I'm very busy with all the different stuff that I do within the business. Especially now I've got lots of mentees that I'm training as well. So actually going on viewings and doing the property sourcing side, it was always a bit like messy. I was always trying to squeeze in viewings here and there. I'd be getting people to do my viewings, but this year I've actually worked with some really good sourcers. One in particular that's really been smashing it in terms of finding me lots of deals. So a lot of the deals that I purchased this year have been through that sourcer, and they've given me some really good terms that we're both happy with. So it's a win-win. So yeah, that's been good because it's more of a seamless process now in terms of actually securing and analyzing the deals and finding the right deals. So that's definitely a massive win for this year. A big shift in my business was actually changing my strategy. So one thing that I did quite early on in this year was I understood that working professional HMOs are great. However, there is some things I didn't like about working professional HMOs. I didn't like the fact that people would move in and out, there'd be void periods. I just didn't like certain aspects of working professional HMOs. So this year I've kind of gone more heavy on the social housing HMOs, and honestly I'm so glad I did, because it's really bumped up my profit as a business. My JV partners are getting a better return. There's just so many reasons, guys, why I love social housing. But if you follow my YouTube channel, you'll see that I make lots of content about social housing and why I love it so much. But yeah, that's been a big shift in the business. Each deal now, I know exactly how much I'm getting per month. I don't have any void periods. All the maintenance is covered. They cover all the bills. So it's just a few reasons why I love social housing, and it's definitely going into 2024. It's something that I want to do more of, do loads more social housing HMOs and social housing deals. So this year I've established 3 really good relationships with 3 different social housing providers, and I'm happy with the rates. We've got good professionalism. There is some ups and downs to it because some of them get quite busy because they're very big companies, some of them are. So, it does come with its challenges, guys, but it's well worth it. Honestly, I really would recommend you look into social housing. So that's another big win, is establishing those solid relationships with the social housing providers. But guys, one big goal I had for 2023 was to have 30 properties. Now, I failed my goal. Yeah, you heard it, guys. I failed my goal. I did not hit my target of 30 properties, but I've ended up on 23. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm so glad I set that goal, because if I did not set that goal of, owning 30 properties, I might have only ended up on 17 or 18 properties, but now I'm actually on 23. So it's definitely something I would recommend for everyone to do, is to set massive goals that are achievable, but they're going to be very hard to achieve. So that's what I'd recommend. And honestly, I'm so glad I set that goal. Bit wounded that I didn't get to the 30 mark, but I don't want to be too hard on myself, because I think buying 13 properties in 1 year, especially HMOs, it is quite a lot, and I've had to really level up as a person and as a business to really allow me to buy that many properties in 1 year. What I've done is I work now with several new JV partners, joint venture partners, that have been funding the majority of these deals. Some of these deals are by myself using my own funds, but most of them are actually joint ventures. So that's what's allowed me to go from having 10 properties at the start of the year to now owning 23. So my goals for next year. So by the end of 2024, I want to own 40 properties. That is my goal. And I want to be earning £30,000 per month from my property portfolio. So that's kind of the main big goal, is to own 40 by the end of next year. So I've just purchased 13 this year. So all I need to do next year is get 17, but I'm already buying around 3 more at the moment. They're just in the legal stages. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get to the 40 properties by the end of next year. But follow my journey, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and try and support me through this journey. Also, another big goal I've got for next year, for the end of next year, is I want to be in the best shape of my life. I would actually say, in terms of fitness, that I've made a lot of progress this year. So around a year and a half ago, I weighed around 110 kg and now weigh around 92 kg. So I've nearly lost, nearly 20 kgs. So, which I'm happy with, because I was a bit fat. I had a donut addiction. I'll be honest, I did. I had a real addiction, guys. But, I managed to conquer that addiction, and now, yeah, I feel much better. I feel way more healthy. I feel more in shape. My fitness is better. So yeah, but by the end of next year, I want to be in the best possible shape of my life, and I want to be weighing roughly around 85 kg. So that's another goal for me. Another goal for the end of next year is I want to be in the process of buying a apartment block. That's just something I really want to do. I think owning an apartment block would be amazing for cash flow. I think it would be easier to manage than having loads of houses. And honestly, guys, I just want to own an apartment block. Basically, that's just one of my goals. I don't know exactly what it is. I know the reasons why, but it's just something I want to do for a long time. So that's definitely a big goal for me. Another thing I want to do is I want to have my business fully systemized, where someone's kind of working as a developer on my behalf. So I'll just kind of oversee them, manage them, but I just want someone that's really competent, they're solid, they're a really hard worker, they've got great work ethic, and they go above and beyond for my business, really. So that's something I definitely want to have in place by the end of 2024. Okay, so other goals I've got for 2024 is I want to do 3 large project management jobs. So I want to be project managing 3 different big projects, basically. Like, it could be a 10-bed HMO, could be a 15-bed, could just be like big 8 beds. I'm not too fussed. I just want 3 large project management jobs. I also want to own a black E53 or a grey E53 with a night pack. And then I also want a Ferrari, like a red, probably a red Ferrari, like a dark red one. I like that. So yeah, that's 2 other goals there. And then another goal is I want to go on 9 luxury holidays next year. That's definitely important to me. If you guys do follow my channel, you'll know I love to travel. I'm really, it makes me feel so good when I go away, honestly. So good for my mindset. It gives me a time to relax fully and just enjoy life. So yeah, I definitely want to do 9 luxury holidays next year. And that's about it, guys. They're some of my main goals. Obviously, I've got more goals as well, but these are the ones that are relevant to this YouTube video. Guys, if anyone really wants to get into property, I know it's a bit of a maze, but watch all of my videos and watch other YouTube videos as well from everyone. Just watch all the videos. And guys, honestly, you can achieve this and way more. I don't ever want to come across as bragging or this is what I've done in like a bragging way. This is just to let you guys know that it's possible. It's very, very possible, guys, to do multiple purchases in a year. I've done 13 this year, and honestly, it's been hard work. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard work, but we did it. This is what I've done, and you guys can do it too. You honestly can. So yeah, like this video, share it, comment, let me know what you want to see in future videos, and I'll get those videos made for you. Well, everyone, have a blessed day, and thank you so much for following my journey. Honestly, I really appreciate you guys, all my subscribers and everyone. So yeah, thank you guys. See you later.